Hi friends, it is brunch season and I just want to make sure that you have got the perfect vegan waffle recipe. And these aren't just any vegan waffles, these are buttermilk vegan waffles. Yes, we are making our own buttermilk, which will make these waffles even more fluffy and absolutely delicious. And the best thing about these waffles, they're crispy on the outside and perfectly tender and fluffy on the inside. And they happen to be very easy to make. Plus, you can put them in the freezer, meaning they're great for meal prep. And they're absolutely delicious. So let's get started. Oh, you do have my cookbook in stock? Great, thanks, bye. Have you ordered my cookbook, Vegan Vibes, yet? You're gonna love this book. It's got 100 delicious vegan recipes that are inspired by the South, by my travels all around the world, and just like good food. You know what I'm saying? Order today. So to start our waffles, we are going to make our buttermilk. Buttermilk is so easy to make vegan. You simply need a non-dairy milk, and I am using soy milk, unsweetened, totally plain. So we're gonna measure out 1.5 cups of the soy milk, and to make it curdle, I'm gonna add just a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. If you don't have apple cider vinegar, white vinegar works as well. But it is not gonna give our final waffles a vinegary taste. Instead, it's just gonna make them lighter and fluffier and more delicious. We're gonna set this aside while we work on our other ingredients, but in just a couple of minutes, we're really gonna start to see the curdling and the solids forming in our buttermilk. These waffles are 100% vegan, meaning they have no eggs in them. But to replace the eggs, I'm gonna use flaxseed. That is my favorite thing in waffles and in also pancakes, muffins, sometimes cakes, to replace an egg. It keeps them nice and light and helps them rise, but it also holds them all together. This is so easy to make. We're simply going to add a tablespoon of ground flaxseed and 2 tablespoons of water. We're gonna let that sit while we're working on the other ingredients, and by the time we add it to our batter, it's gonna be thick and gelatinous like an egg, basically working the same as an egg would in our waffles. Now it's time to bring out the big bowl. We are gonna build all of our waffle ingredients in this bowl, starting with our flour. Aside from our vegan buttermilk and flax egg, all of the other ingredients are your typical waffle ingredients. So we're doing flour, baking soda, baking powder, salt, vanilla, and of course we're gonna start by adding our dry ingredients to the bowl. So we need 1.5 cups of flour. I'm just using regular all-purpose flour. I'm using this bench scraper just to level out the flour. And I like to tap it a couple times, make sure that it's actually level. I'm adding 1/3 cup of sugar, sea salt, and here I've got some baking powder and baking soda. I'm gonna whisk this up, and then we're gonna work on our wet ingredients, combine it all, so easy. For our fat, we are gonna need 6 tablespoons of vegan butter, and we're gonna put this in the microwave to warm up until it is totally liquefied. We've got our melted butter, it's looking good and creamy, and I also wanna show you the buttermilk, how it is looking now. It's nice and thicker, much thicker actually, almost like making yogurt. I also want to show you the flax egg, which is also nice and thick now that it's been sitting for a few minutes. And now we can combine all of these wet ingredients. So into the largest bowl with the vegan butter, we are going to add our thick and delicious vegan buttermilk. We're also gonna add our flaxseed egg, and we need 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And now we can mix it. It is so thick and creamy. You can imagine how thick and moist and delicious our waffles are gonna be. And not only will they be fluffy and moist on the inside, but they'll be crispy on the outside, thanks to the sugar that we added to this batter. Adding our wet to our dry, you want to whisk your batter until it is just combined. Over mixing will result in tough waffles. We don't want that. We want them nice and fluffy. Perfect waffle batter. This entire time we've been making these waffles, I have been heating the waffle iron. This is super important. You want to make sure your waffle iron is very hot when you add the batter. So mine's been heating for at least, 10-15 minutes, so we can add our batter right away. Waffle time. So I'm going to just cut off a little sliver of the vegan butter. When it comes to greasing your waffle iron, you can use a spray, which I never buy those sprays. I feel like it's a waste of money because I can just brush it on. So I have a brush and I'm just gonna do a little bit of vegan butter on the waffle iron, and then I'm gonna take my brush to brush the top of the iron as well before adding the batter. Now for the batter, we're gonna do about 1/3 cup of batter into our waffle iron. Again, it is nice and hot. I have it on its highest setting. Depending on the waffle iron you use, you might do it differently. Also, this is an American waffle iron. I like this type of waffle iron just because it's got the smaller squares versus the larger, thicker Belgian waffles. The American waffle iron just makes for crispier waffles, and the Belgian waffle iron makes for fluffier. Now I do have both at home. However, this recipe I prefer with an American style waffle iron, okay? And I will link one down below. I'll link the one that I have right here in case you want to buy yourself one of these too. It was like $20. That was it. The smell is amazing. I feel like I'm in the Waffle House. I'm at the vegan Waffle House, y'all. My house. You see there's a lot of steam coming from my waffle iron. I can give myself a steam facial, which is lovely. This is telling you that that waffle is still cooking. Once the steam dies down and completely dissipates, you'll know your waffle is completely done and ready to take out. Also, I've got a cooling rack right here to put our cooked waffles on when they come out of the waffle iron. You see our steam is really dying down. Now this is the first waffle. I'm not sure how it's gonna turn out. The first one, I think it turned out pretty great actually. Okay. I use my knife to transfer it here to my cooling rack. You're gonna repeat this process until your batter is all used up. This one is kind of maybe a little too crispy, just because I might have it turned up too high, or I might have not put enough batter in it. I'm not sure. This is looking good. Now this one is much, much, much fluffier and thicker. So I know how much batter to add. I'm also gonna experiment now with turning it down just a little so that I don't have as many brown bits. Now I like the brown bits, they're tasty, but I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit and see what I end up with, you know? We have so much batter, we can be experimenting for days. There we go. I'm gonna wash off my fruit while we're waiting for the rest of the waffles to cook, and then we can eat them. It's our last waffle. Last waffle. Now we have a tray of amazing smelling buttermilk vegan waffles. Now we can eat these right away, or you can freeze them for later. Okay, let's chop up some bananas and some fruit for our waffles. Gorgeous! Looks so good. I told y'all. These are the bomb. These waffles are buttery, they are tender on the inside and crispy on the outside. They're everything you want in an American style waffle. And these also work great in a Belgian waffle maker as well. They're just as fluffy and delicious. Remember, I've linked this recipe in the description down below, and it's also available in my cookbook, Vegan Vibes, which I've also linked below. But if you're looking for more delicious vegan breakfast and brunch recipes, you're definitely gonna wanna check out that cookbook. And remember these 4 tips to making the perfect vegan waffles anytime. Number 1, make sure to not overmix your batter. Number 2, make sure that waffle iron is completely hot before you add the batter. Number 3, let that steam tell you when your waffles are done. And number 4, to make sure they stay nice and crispy on the outside and fluffy on the inside, transfer them to a cooling rack when they come out of the waffle iron. I hope you love this buttermilk waffle recipe as much as I do. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time here on Sweet Potato Soul. Bye!